If you're a truth seeker, you need to hear this. Your subconscious is trying to speak. Welcome to the only podcast of its kind, hosted by the legendary David John Oates. Dive into the world of reverse speech, where we unveil the hidden messages in the words of politicians, celebrities, and even you. Every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, join us as we decode the unconscious mind, revealing the truth behind the spoken word. With over 41 years of pioneering research, David John Oates takes you on a journey beyond the conscious realm. From shocking political confessions to the secret desires of the stars, no thought is too hidden. Discover what they're really thinking, and maybe what you're truly saying too. Tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit www.reversespeech.com to learn more. Reverse speech. It's more than just words. It's a window into the truth.
Let's try to. No, okay. I don't know why this is messing up here. No, what have I done? I'm sorry, everyone. For some reason, my thing is. There we go. Oh, why is my picture all weird? Wow, why does that happen? David Oates, picture. Why is the picture weird? Sorry about that, folks. I don't know why my picture's all small. Hello, good evening, everyone. Add a name, add an avatar. Okay, well, anyway, good evening, everyone. It's been an interesting week this week. It was my birthday on October the 30th. I was 70 years old. And unfortunately, it was a sad day on my birthday because my father died at 95 years of age. So we were, there we go, fixed it. Yay! So my father died. And yeah, not much you can say about that. Yeah, the whole family was there when he passed. It wasn't unexpected, but it still hits you pretty hard when it happens, doesn't it? So October the 30th is an interesting date for me. It's my birthday. It's the day I discovered reverse speech, and it's my father's death. So I wonder why. I'm not into astrology, but there's got to be some astrological significance behind October 30th for me and that particular date. Anyway, there you go. So, almost didn't do the podcast today, but I thought, we'll go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, Mum is what we're worried about now. They were married for 71 years. 71 years. That's a long time to be married. She's very confused. She can't really process it right now. So anyway, that is the way it goes. Okay, what's going on in reverse speech? Well, I've got some reversals for you. I reversed Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister, meeting with Donald Trump last week. So we'll play those reversals for you. I'll get some more stuff on Monday for next week's show. I see Bill Gates did a 180-degree turnaround on climate change, so I will look at some reversals on him this week. And the reversals I got on Bill Gates are not very nice, anyway. So we'll see what else we find. Okay, let me get out my prime, and you'll have to excuse me. I've lost a tooth at the front, right there. It's getting replaced this week. So I'm sorry about my toothless appearance. Okay, reversals 2025, Albanese. All right, this is Anthony Albanese and Donald Trump in the, they weren't in the Oval Office. Where were they? And let me get this up. We'll share the screen here. Let me see what I'm doing. Right, we'll put that up there. No, hang on. Everything's messed up. Okay, there we go. So we'll share the screen. Window, share screen. All right, here we go. Okay, Donald Trump and Anthony Albanese, our illustrious Prime Minister, signing trade deals, military cooperation. They're building some nuclear subs for Australia. Okay, so here's the first reversal.
And we work together very much on rare earths, critical minerals, and lots of other things. And we've had a very good relationship. We've been working on that for quite a while.
Bit of a metaphoric, cryptic statement. Sniff the lovers found missile.
Smith the lovers found missile.
Smith the lovers found missile. Smith the lovers found missile.
Okay, I think what's going on here is we're getting some insight into stuff that happened behind closed doors. Sniffed the lovers, cooperation with Australia, that makes sense. And found missile. I'm sure that that there's some military hardware being exchanged hands as well in this agreement, and we're just getting a little bit of an insight into that. Okay. Yes, Trump is talking about Nigeria and the problems there. Christians getting persecuted in Nigeria, from what I caught on. That's quite an interesting place right now, isn't it? All right, here's the next one on Trump.
In about a year from now, we'll have so much critical mineral and rare earths that you won't know what to do with them. They'll be worth about $2.
The wine will free it.
The wine will free you.
Huh.
The wine will free you. The wine will free you.
Yeah, let me listen to the thoughts again. See if I can work out what this is telling us.
In about a year from now, we'll have so much critical mineral and rare earths that you won't know what to do with them. They'll be worth about $2.
The wine will free it.
The wine will free you.
The wine will free you. The wine will free you.
Wine, good positive metaphor. Nice energy flowing between the two. They obviously get on well. Sniff the lovers, and the wine will free it. Stu says this is the one he wanted to hear. Good. I'm glad I can make some people happy for giving them what we want. Excellent. Okay, so here we have the next reversal.
Never been anybody better. We fought wars together. We never had any doubts, and it's a great honor to have you as my friend. It's a great honor to have you in this ride.
And here he says, this pride did it out of value. Oh, I've lost it. Here we go.
This ride did it out of value.
Wow.
This ride did it out of value. This ride did it out of value.
Well, that's a pretty good reversal, isn't it? He obviously likes Albanese and gets on well. Here it is again.
Never been anybody better. We fought wars together. We never had any doubts, and it's a great honor to have you as my friend. It's a great honor to have you.
This pride did it out of value.
This ride did it out of value.
This ride did it out of value. This ride did it out of value.
Someone's asked me, the Angry Texan 77, are there any reversal about Trump deploying the military against American citizens? Not that I have found, but I haven't been doing much Trump the last couple of weeks. Just so much stuff to do. I will get some latest Trump ones this week, as well as some on Bill Gates. I'll put those two on my list. But no, nothing that I can see yet about that. All right, now we're looking at Anthony Albanese. He's our... oh, you know what? I've got my shirt button undone again. I'm going to offend some people. I tell you what, people get offended easily, don't they? Okay, this next reversal, you'd have to be an Australian to understand this one. This is on Anthony Albanese, our illustrious Prime Minister.
And this is a relationship that's been forged in the battlefields of the world. We have stood side by side for freedom and democracy.
This is a true Aussieism. Our bastard swill.
Our bastards,
Okay, swell, drink alcohol, pour it down, lots of alcohol. And bastards, it's an affection term, you old bastard. Let's go down to the pub, you old bastard. So bastard swill, we get on together, we drink together, we all have fun. That's what it means. So here's the forwards again.
And this is a relationship that's been forged in the battlefields of the world. We have stood side by side for freedom and democracy.
We have stood side by side. Our bastards swill.
Our bastards swill.
Our bastards swill. Our bastards swill.
Yeah, that is funny, as someone says. Yeah. Good old Aussieism. That one. Have to be an Aussie to understand that reversal. All right, here's another one.
I thank you for the support that the administration are giving as well.
You give that opposite. Well, that's interesting. What does he mean by that?
Opposite.
I don't know what he means by that. Yeah, let's run the forwards again.
I thank you for the support that the administration are giving as well.
I thank you for the support that the administration is giving. But backwards, you give that opposite.
Opposite.
Look, it could refer to the missile reversal we found on Trump. There's something else going on under the scene that's at the same time. I'm probably tending to go with that interpretation rather than you give the opposite of friendship, because Australia and America are pretty friendly. Okay, and here's a metaphor on Anthony Albanese.
To improve the relationship even further and make it even stronger. And today's agreement on critical minerals and rare earths is just taking it to the next level, seizing those opportunities.
We'll skin the snake.
Well, skin the snake.
Oh, wow.
Well, skin the snake. Well, skin the snake.
Ooh, you give that opposite and we'll skin the snake. Well, they're two reversals right next to each other that... what do you mean by that, Albo? We call him Albo in Australia. Albo, Anthony Albanese. Albo will skin the snake. Don't know what he means by that. Don't know. All right, here's the next one on Trump.
As a really significant day in our relationship. So I thank you very much, Mr. President.
Well, thank you very much, Anthony. It's an honor to sign this, and we'll do it now.
He says, I see nice with your honesty.
Listen, nice with your honesty.
Listen, nice with your honesty. Listen, nice with your honesty.
Oh, right as they shake hands. Look at that. Let me play this again. And watch, right as they shake hands, does he give the reversal. Really nice reversal.
As a really significant day in our relationship. So I thank you very much, Mr. President.
Well, thank you very much, Anthony. It's an honor to sign this, and we'll do it now.
I see nice with your honesty. And watch them shake hands right at the moment of the reversal.
Listen, nice with your honesty.
Listen, nice with your honesty. Listen, nice with your honesty.
Yeah, great reversal. Great one. All right, here's another one.
And then we'll take some questions. Some good ones, I think.
Some good ones, I think, from the media. There's no goodness.
There's no goodness.
There's no goodness. There's no goodness.
There's no goodness. They're talking about questions from the media. When he says some good ones, you think, and backwards, there's no goodness. That shows what he really thinks about the media. Of course, you didn't need reverse speech to tell you what Trump thinks about the media.
And then we'll take some questions. Some good ones, I think.
There's no goodness in the media.
There's no goodness.
There's no goodness. There's no goodness.
Yeah, there we go. All right, here we have a military reversal.
And nobody did anything about it, and it was going too slowly. We do actually have a lot of submarines. We have the best submarines in the world, anywhere in the world, and we're building a few more currently under construction.
All right, talking about nuclear submarines backwards. Now we'll win it. Whirl, as in WHIRL, whirl with this nuke.
We'll now win it. Whirl with this nuke.
Well, sorry, we'll now win it. Whirl with this nuke.
Under construction. We'll now win it. Whirl with this nuke. We'll now win it. Whirl with this nuke.
We'll now win it. Whirl with this nuke.
Yeah, he's gearing up to win a nuclear conflict, if there is one. Getting his submarines out there. They're obviously equipped with nuclear weapons and nuclear-powered subs. So, we're looking at some of Trump's military posture. It's interesting, too. He says, well, with this nuke, and he only just announced a couple of days ago America is going to recommence nuclear testing. So this reversal could really be a prelude to that announcement for nuclear testing, because Trump is determined to win a nuclear conflict if there is one. That's exactly what this reversal tells me. Let's play it again.
And nobody did anything about it, and it was going too slowly. We do actually have a lot of submarines. We have the best submarines in the world, anywhere in the world, and we're building a few more currently under construction.
We'll now win it. Well, with this nuke.
We'll now win it. Well, with this nuke.
We'll now win it. Well, with this nuke. We'll now win it. Well, with this nuke.
Yeah, there it is. So Eileen Young says this is a lot of reversals for Trump. Yeah, there were a lot of reversals. It was a really casual, relaxed conversation, and that's the best place to find decent, clear reversals. And as you can see, a lot of these reversals on Trump are quite clear this time, and there's quite a few of them. It's because of the nature of the conversations. Okay. Jeffrey Baker says, if I want to reach a young audience, you should try to cover popular streamers. Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, it's just all a matter of time, isn't it? It's time to get it all done. All right, here's the next one.
John, you're going to get that taken care of, right?
Correct.
There shouldn't be any more clarifications because we're just going now full steam ahead building.
Okay, they're talking about building nuclear subs for Australia. And backwards, we named the shit.
We named the shit.
Wow.
We named the shit. We named the shit.
Yeah, well, there we go. Here, let's play the folds again.
John, you're going to get that taken care of, right?
Correct.
There shouldn't be any more clarifications because we're just going now full steam ahead building.
We named the shit.
We named the shit.
We named the shit. We named the shit.
Don't know what he means by that. We named the shit. All right, here's the next one. Let's run this one.
Or, I mean, we have a little situation relatively with Hamas, and that will be taken care of very quickly if they don't straighten it out themselves, because they're in violation of their agreement.
You're afraid you get evil weather.
You're afraid you get evil weather.
Wow.
You're afraid you get evil weather.
Well, it's certainly there.
You're afraid you get evil weather.
Let's play it again. And I've heard the phrase evil weather before on other people. Let me play you another one of it after I've played this one. Is he talking about weather modification? I don't know.
Or, I mean, we have a little situation relatively with Hamas, and that will be taken care of very quickly if they don't straighten it out themselves, because they're in violation of their agreement.
You're afraid you get evil weather.
You're afraid you get evil weather.
You're afraid you get evil weather. You're afraid you get evil weather.
All right, let me get up the other instances of evil weather I found. And like I said, it's not the first instance. This is Bill Cohen, Defense Secretary under Bill Clinton, I believe. Was he Bill Clinton? Yeah. This is from the late 1990s, so it must be Bill Cohen under Bill Clinton.
And that's the message that we're sending, and we will continue in that effort. To the extent that other activities have been planned or indeed are carried out, they will be met with a continuing response on the part of the United States.
And this one says, plan evil weather.
We had
So there it is twice. Here it is first, Plan Evil Weather. This is from the late 1990s on Defense Secretary Bill Cohen. Yeah, well, it's certainly there. And here it is on Trump. You're afraid you get evil weather.
Violation of their agreement. You're afraid you get evil weather.
You're afraid you get evil weather. You're afraid you get evil weather.
So make of that one what you will, folks. I just played it for you. You can work it out. Okay, what else have we got here? Here we go.
They got very rambunctious and they did things that they shouldn't be doing. And if they keep doing it, then we're going to go in and straighten it out, and it'll happen very quickly and pretty violently, unfortunately.
I was talking about if Hamas doesn't disarm, America will go in and disarm them instead. What's the latest with Middle East? They're shooting again, aren't they? I'd give them the shit, Trump says.
No, I give him the shit.
No, I give him the shit. No, I give him the shit.
Yeah, well, he'll go in and they'll disarm them forcibly. I'd give them the shit. It's a congruent reversal. Here's the Fords again.
They got very rambunctious and they did things that they shouldn't be doing. And if they keep doing it, then we're going to go in and straighten it out, and it'll happen very quickly and pretty violently, unfortunately.
I'd give him the shit.
No, I give him the shit.
No, I give him the shit. No, I give him the shit.
Yeah, well, that's a congruent reversal. He'll go in and sort it out. Okay. Then he says this one here. Let's run this forward.
But they don't have the backing of Iran anymore. They don't have the backing of really anybody anymore. They have to be good. And if they're not good, they'll be eradicated.
Home in an era.
Home in an era.
Home in an era. Home in an era.
Home in an era. I don't know what that means either, unless he's making a mistake. Eileen Young asks, gives a shit to who? He's talking flaws about Hamas, so that's what I would presume he's referring to. Let's play this home in an era one again.
But they don't have the backing of Iran anymore. They don't have the backing of really anybody anymore. They have to be good. And if they're not good, they'll be eradicated.
I got home in an era. Someone asked if it's home in an Arab.
Home in an Arab.
Home in an era. Home in an era.
No, it's era. I don't think I heard a B. Hang on, let's play it again.
They'll be eradicated. Home in an era.
Home in an era. Home in an era.
Ha! I can actually hear a very faint B on the end of that. Very faint. I'm going to go with home in an era, though.
They'll be eradicated. Home in an era.
Home in an era. Home in an era.
No, I don't hear a B there. All right, here's the next one. This is on our Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese.
From Australia and the United States over the next 6 months with projects that are immediately available. There's 3 groups of projects, ones that are joint.
Heal the damn murders.
Real idiot murders.
Huh.
Real idiot murders. Real idiot murders.
Don't know what murders he's talking about. Heal the damn murders. Let's play that again.
From Australia and the United States over the next 6 months with projects that are immediately available. There's 3 groups of projects, ones that are joint.
Heal the damn murders.
Real idiot murders.
Huh.
Real idiot murders. Real idiot murders.
All right, here's a reversal that's really clear.
Secondly is projects that will be US investment that the US will undertake in Australia, including processing, and then ones that Australia will undertake, some as well.
He's talking about America undertaking projects in Australia, but he says in reverse, we are sad now.
We are as now.
We are as now. We are as now.
The only thing I can think of is he didn't get everything he wanted from Trump. That's an expression of disappointment. Here it is again.
Secondly is projects that will be US investment that the US will undertake in Australia, including processing, and then ones that Australia will undertake, some as well.
We are sad now.
We are as now.
We are as now. We are as now.
Yeah, certainly there. Then, here's the last ones. Then I'll play some more on Albanese for our Australian listeners. Who's here from Australia? Chip in and say hi. I know we've got a couple of Australians. If you're in the chat, just say hi so I know you're from Australia. We're going to play some more on Albanese in a sec.
Is to take the opportunities which are there. Australia has had a view for some time, a bit similar to putting America first.
Right.
Our plans.
Oh, South Australia, yay. Hi, Juliet. Hi from South Australia, my home state. I live in South Australia. I live in Adelaide. You know, Adelaide doesn't get its name out on the world scene very much, but there we go. Reverse speech came from Adelaide. Isn't that exciting? This versal says, serve the grim.
Serve the grim.
Serve the grim. Serve the grim.
And here is the forwards again.
Is to take the opportunities which are there. Australia has had a view for some time, a bit similar to putting America first.
Right.
Our plans.
Serve the grim.
Serve the grim.
Serve the grim. Serve the grim.
And Stu says, football, meat pies, kangaroos, and Holden cars. There you go. Well, I've got the Holden car. That's why I've got two cars, actually, a Land Cruiser and a Holden Commodore. So there were two cars. Football. Dad was into football. He died this week, as you all know. On my birthday, he died. Yeah, so there we go. Stop. And someone says, stop Australia's rape. It's just sad the Chinese kickbacks and routing will stop. Pretty clear. Stop Australia's rape. I don't know what they mean. All right. Tarantulas de Crust says the best way to support David is to tell others. Absolutely. Get others to see the light of truth. This will amount to more than vanity or personal interest. That's right. We've got to get the word spread out there. Tell as many people as you can about reverse speech. Share, like, subscribe this podcast. I don't do any advertising or promotions. In point of fact, every time I've tried over the years, I've fallen flat on my face and lost a lot of money. So I'm not really inclined to do any more advertising or promotions. It's never worked out well for me. All my interest comes from word of mouth. Word of mouth. That's the way to get reverse speech out there. Tell others. Share, like, subscribe on this podcast. I'll get a bit of a plug in right now for my next training class. Starts January 22nd. We already got 5 students for this class, which is a good number. So I'm looking forward to that. So January 22nd was the next class starts. It's a year-long class. 1 class every 2 weeks. Okay. So, So there you go. All right. Let's look at some more on Anthony Albanese. This is stuff I've got from him earlier in the year. This is for all the Australians listening. Okay. So this is a TV interview he did on the 3rd of February, 2025.
Well, the national plan is multifaceted. It's about respect and education is one element.
Satan is shocking.
Satan is shocking.
Huh.
Satan is shocking. Satan is shocking.
Well, there you go. There's Satan on Albo, as we call him. Albo, Anthony Albanese. He's not really a big charismatic character. He's a bit of a ho-hum, wet fish type of guy, really. He certainly won't go down in history as Australia's best Prime Minister. He's a good one. He does his job. He doesn't cause any scandals or rock the boat in any way. He's a sort of middle-of-the-road type of guy, really. All right, here's the next one.
And we are seeing changes across a range of jurisdictions. This requires a whole of society response because it is so prevalent.
Stops you with us.
Stops you with us.
Huh.
Stops you with us. Stops you with us.
Wow, negative energy. Let me listen to the forwards again.
And we are seeing changes across a range of jurisdictions. This requires a whole of society response because it is so prevalent.
Stops you with us.
Stops you with us.
Stops you with us. Stops you with us.
Well, there it is. All right, here's another one.
In 2022, we didn't have the Housing Australia Future Fund with the funding for emergency housing. That has now passed and that is now flowing.
Hope, inner fear.
Hope, inner fear.
Hope, inner fear.
Huh.
Hope, inner fear.
Well, that's a contradictory reversal in itself. Hope, inner fear. Let's listen to what he's talking about forwards again.
In 2022, we didn't have the Housing Australia Future Fund with the funding for emergency housing. That has now passed and that is now flowing.
Oh, okay, he's talking about emergency housing. Okay, hope, that's his hope. But inner fear, the emergency housing won't be enough. Australia's got a big housing crisis right now where there's not enough homes for all the immigrants they're letting into the country. Apparently we're short. I saw a program a couple of weeks ago. We're short 2 million homes or something in Australia. So they're building them rapidly for all the immigrants we're letting in. Sounds familiar? Hope, inner fear.
Hope, inner fear.
Hope, inner fear. Hope, inner fear.
Yeah, inner fear. He's afraid of it, but he hopes. Two things going on at the same time to do with the housing crisis in Australia. All right, here's the next one. Your houses here are so expensive now. You can't get a decent home in the suburbs for less than $1 million. It's I don't know whether it's like that in America, but it's just gone crazy here. Of course, it bodes well for my house. My house has increased in value about 600-700% since I bought it. Just amazing stuff. All right, here's the next reversal.
More people to be able to provide those services. Otherwise, it can lead to less people getting service than would occur otherwise.
Talking about housing again. Upsell this deal.
Upsell this deal.
Upsell this deal. Upsell this deal.
It's not the clearest reverse in the world. Sorry about that one. All right, here's another one. Let's play this one.
The threat that Hamas represented is something that was not going to be tolerated and wouldn't have been tolerated by any nation.
He's talking about Hamas, and back was we're lost deep in our con.
We're lost deep in our con.
We're lost deep in our con. We're lost deep in our con.
Wow, I'm talking about Hamas. We're lost deep in our con. What's the con that they're unleashing onto the world about Hamas?
The threat that Hamas represented is something that was not going to be tolerated and wouldn't have been tolerated by any nation.
We're lost deep in our con.
We're lost deep in our con.
We're lost deep in our con. We're lost deep in our con.
Here's another one.
Well, we're doing education. Just this week, we announced funding for a national centre to be in Canberra and increased funding as well in Western Australia.
As you can see, he's not exactly a set your world on fire politician, is he? He's quite bland, really. You'll sit Satan's shack.
You'll sit Satan's shack.
Wow.
You'll sit Satan's shack. You'll sit Satan's shack.
You'll sit Satan's shack. Oh, well, let's listen to that's twice he's used the metaphor Satan.
Well, we're doing education. Just this week, we announced funding for a national centre to be in Canberra, and increased funding as well in Western Australia.
You'll sit Satan's shack.
You'll sit Satan's shack.
You'll sit Satan's shack. You'll sit Satan's shack.
Shack in reverse speech, similar to the shed metaphor. Shed, shack, they're metaphor pairs. A shack is generally abuse, trauma from childhood, same as shed. I don't think Albanese had truth or trauma from childhood. Sit means to take no action, to remove its power. Interesting. I don't know what he means by that. Then we've got another one here on Albanese.
We need to make sure that people understand that the Holocaust, 6 million Jews were murdered by the Nazis.
This is an interesting metaphor. Considering talking about 6 million Jews murdered by the Nazis, it says see standard op.
See standard up.
See standard up.
Wow.
See standard up.
That's a rather benign reversal given the horrific nature of the forwards. Here it is again.
We need to make sure that people understand that the Holocaust, 6 million Jews were murdered by the Nazis.
See standard op.
See standard up.
See standard up. See standard up.
And the last reversal I got on him for this year, I might go back to last year too, seeing we're looking at Australian reversals today. We'll see what else I got on Albanese. Okay, here's the last one from this interview. Someone asked, is Albanese a member of a secret society? I don't know. Don't know.
Our plan is to put forward the fact that we have been an orderly, good government that has governed through difficult global inflationary times.
I never heal with effort the wolf.
Never heal with effort the wolf.
Never heal with effort the wolf. Never heal with effort the wolf.
Means he's ineffective. He's not achieving anything. His wolf is not putting an effort in. He's really just keeping the seat warm for someone else to come along, basically. He's a seat warmer, is what he is.
Our plan is to put forward the fact that we have been an orderly, good government that has governed through difficult global inflationary times.
I never heal with effort the wolf.
Never heal with effort the wolf.
Never heal with effort the wolf. Never heal with effort the wolf.
Okay. Lawrence O'Brien says, well, I'm a block from chat. You're not blocked from chat from my end, mate. I haven't blocked you. You don't think you are. All right, here's some more on Albanese. We're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna continue looking at Albanese. Here we go. Here he is from 2024. Here we go.
Well, one of the things we did was have the National Emergency Management Agency.
And business germ in that.
And business germ.
Wow.
Business germ. Business germ.
Wow. That's an interesting reversal. Let's play it again.
Well, one of the things we did was have the National Emergency Management Agency.
And business germ in that.
And business germ.
And business germ. And business germ.
Wow. Okay. All right. Here's another one.
And coordination across the different police and emergency services, state departments, rural fire services, SES.
This is a bizarre reversal. Subverse. This is German shill.
Subverse is German shill.
Subverse is German shill. Subverse is German shill.
Well, that's interesting. He said the Holocaust was a standard op. Now he's spinning German lines? What the hell is this all? Here we have a Nazi reversal. What the hell?
In this case, there were unprecedented flooding in far north Queensland, and it is good that we were able to mobilise the Australian Defence Force very early on.
The Nazi soul, a bomb boost.
Finansies Alabama ist.
Wow.
Finansies Alabama ist. Finansies Alabama ist.
Well, that's a really bizarre reversal. What on earth is he talking about? I'll play it again.
In this case, there were unprecedented flooding in far north Queensland, and it is good that we were able to mobilise the Australian Defence Force very early on.
The Nazi soul, a bomb boost.
Finansies Alabama ist.
Wow.
Finansies Alabama ist.
What a strange reversal.
Finansies Alabama ist.
And here we have the verse that says, our saviour. I wonder who our saviour is.
To look towards a contest. But the truth is, we end the year, unlike previous oppositions throughout history, in a much
Our saviour.
Saviour.
Savior. Savior.
All right, here we have another one.
And talk with people on the ground, in the supermarkets, across our shopping centres, in our main streets, of our cities and our regional towns and our communities.
See this cyber.
See this cyber.
Oh, yeah.
See this cyber. See this cyber.
Yeah, okay. Here we have another one. Soul withered is the next one.
In the budget. But the thing is that there was $106 billion across the forwards allocated.
Soul withered.
So with it.
Wow.
So with it. So with it.
Well, I'll be bothered. What? I'm really surprised to hear these negative reversals on Albanese. He didn't strike me as being a negative reversal type of guy. Someone said, can German, Nazi, and bomb be metaphorical? Yes, they can. They are metaphors, but they're metaphors for evil and sadistic attitudes and behavior. That's crazy. Here we have reversal. Here he says, I see the naked God.
And Dr. Kennedy's advice of Treasury is very clear. And in addition to that...
So this was it?
And
did he give you any other options in ERC at any time?
And in addition to that...
I see the naked God.
I see the naked God.
I see the naked God. I see the naked God.
These are just weird reversals. Here's one that says, werewolf run.
On Tuesday. And one of the things that we did, Andrew, and one of the things that I run, as you know full well.
I mean October 22, by the way.
I run.
Werewolf run.
Werewolf run.
Werewolf run. Werewolf run.
These are really weird reversals. This is incredible. I'm shocked. I am. I didn't know I had these on Albanese. All right, here's another one.
I don't go on another program and go through the detail.
Well, thank goodness for that. But do you...
Reporter and wear careful. Ah, reporter says and wear careful.
Be careful.
Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, and we're careful. All right, here's another one on Albanese. Here we go.
I fronted up here. I've done 2 press conferences.
Had enough?
Had enough.
Had enough. Had enough.
All right, someone's asked me, I've had 2 people now ask me to reverse Peter Thiel. Excuse my ignorance, but who is Peter Thiel? I don't know that name. Fill me in on who he is, and I'll have a look around and see what I can find. Okay, here we have the last one on Albanese.
During, before, during, and after is continuing to look for ways in which we can close the gap in a practical way.
And you see our wolf hidden.
We see our wolf in this mixer.
And we see our wolf in this mixer.
What? You see our wolf fallen in this mixer? What?
Gap in a practical way. And we see our wolf in this mixer.
What a
And we
strange...
see our wolf in this mixer.
Wow.
And we see our wolf in this mixer.
Wow. Wow, interesting. Huh. Interesting stuff. Well, there's some strange reversals on Australia's Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese. They really are strange reversals. What else have I got on other Australian politicians that I can pull up at the top of my head? None. Penny Wong, our foreign minister. All right, here's our foreign minister, Penny Wong. Here she is in Israel.
Australia is a friend of Israel's. We are also a friend of the Palestinian people. Australians are increasingly concerned about the civilian toll and are increasingly concerned about the urgent need for humanitarian access.
So that we nurse.
So that we nurse.
Okay, well, they're nursing. They're concerned about the situation in Israel. Belinda Purser is here. Better late than never. Okay, thanks for telling me who Peter Thiel is. I'll look into him. Okay, here's another one on Penny Wong, Australia's foreign minister, which is like Secretary of State.
We have a very clear view about settlements. We have said as a government, we believe settlements are contrary to international law. We've also consistently said that they are an impediment to peace.
Their seal assists the castle.
Their seal assists the castle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she wants to bring the situation. She wants the Palestinians to have a home, the castle, their home, their place. Here we have another one.
A political horizon, that is a pathway towards a political process in which the aspiration for statehood can be resolved. That Hamas has no place in that. The Palestinian people have a place in that. And that is what we need to focus on.
And the surf runs in summer, whatever the hell that means.
And the south runs in summer.
And the last reversal.
That is why we have international humanitarian law. That is why we have international obligations and norms around the protection of civilians.
And they leave us some shit.
And they leave us some shit.
Okay, there we go. Someone just said, Stu said, I did a quick search for you. I'd like to help where I can. Cool. Yeah. Okay, all right. Look, that's all I got for you guys today. Okay, so look, thanks for coming as always. Remember October the 30th, my 70th birthday, and the day my father died. For those who just joined in, he died at 12 noon on October the 30th. So with his whole family around him. So that's what happens. Okay, all right. No worries, everyone. I will see you next week. Don't forget, share, like, subscribe. We've got a new class starting January 22nd. If you want to learn reverse speech, join us for this new class. And I will see you next week. Bye all. See ya.